This is a heat erasable pen, also known as a frixion pen. And this is Sewing Tools, a series where I explain sewing tools and their uses so you can decide for yourself if they make sense to you and your sewing practice. In the sewing world, we call these frixion pens, which is actually the name of the brand, but they're also called heat erasable pens. You'll also find pens like this in most stationery shops sold under erasable pens. Any gel pen that advertises being erasable is likely using this type of ink. So these pens are just like any other gel pens, but the ink disappears under heat. When you use them to write on regular paper and you use their little eraser, you're creating friction, which in turn creates heat, and that's what makes the ink disappear. Now you can use these pens on your fabric to mark darts or whatever else you need to mark, and when you press the seams, the ink will disappear. They're super helpful for markings that you don't need after pressing that seam, but I wouldn't recommend them for marking anything that you need longer than that. There is a common myth that the ink comes back if the fabric is cold, but one, that has been disproved. Two, according to this myth, you'd need to freeze the fabric. And three, the ink is washable, so it'll go away after you wash the garment. So it's really a non-issue in my opinion. There is one caveat though. On some fabrics, some of these pens will leave a faint mark. So even after you press it and the ink disappears, you might still be able to see like a faint line or marking of whatever marking you left. And like I said, in my experience, the mark goes away after you wash the garment. If you're still concerned, then you can test it out on a scrap piece of the fabric you're using to double check. I don't believe Frixion makes the original pens anymore, but since there's so many other brands using this concept, you have tons of cute options to choose from. My favorite is this giraffe pen from Legami, I think that's how you pronounce that, which is actually refillable. I actually have two of them, and one of them lives on my desk and the other one lives in my project bag. I hope that was helpful, but let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for future episodes. Thanks for watching and happy sewing!